Watkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Play fake, it's Love. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense in the hurry up here. Love on 3rd and short. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Able to get it to Reed. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. From the pistol, here's Love. Hits his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the 1st quarter. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's the Packers with it inside the red zone. Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Love now to throw. This one's caught. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about it.
And he's across. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers start to fight back with their 1st points of this game. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. To return, Jerome Ford. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set.
They begin the drive with Chubb. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Put it out.
Again, it's Chubb. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Rashawn Gary with that tackle. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
54! Alert! Alert!
From the gun, Watson. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
This is it! Out!
They're going for it. Here's Watson. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Takes the handoff, now Love. That finds Jacobs, complete. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. Handoff here to Jacobs. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. To the air, 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers tie things up at 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Ford on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
We're set! Down and go!
And off to Chubb to start the drive. And they had that one contained right at the line. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end. 2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Hey, we got to snap.
Working quickly here.
Finish course! Hey, finish foul! Down and go!
On 3rd down, they'll go with Chubb. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Offense going for it here. 4th and 5.
This is it!
They're going for this. Forced out to his right. Brought in right side by Moore. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Watson. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take a 2nd quarter lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Hopkins has it on the tee, and he's ready to send it flying. Jaden Reed to return this. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. And it's the Packers beginning their drive here. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. Throwing from near his own goal line. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Here we go.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful.
Hey, Brad. Set.
Love out of the shotgun. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two and third downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
He gets it away now from his own end zone. His work begins at the 31. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Looks like he might break it for a minute, but still a good 14 yards on the return. And the Browns will go on offense.
Get set. Line up.
Here's Chubb up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Open court.
Offense up to the line fast.
Stick to court. Line up.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He lofts it deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns double their lead to 14. Hopkins has it on the tee, and he's ready to send it flying. On the return, here comes Reed. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Come on, set.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Target that time, Jaden Reed. So 2nd down coming up.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Right, 97. Hut.
On the option, it's Jacobs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it 2nd. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Here we go, set.
Shotgun now for Love. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the offense is going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
This defense just coming to life before our eyes, Kate, taking advantage of the situation they're in. Just feel their creativity. Right? When you get a lead like this, it just allows you to be a little looser, to play a little bit faster, and to continue to make an impact that time with a sack.
Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Didn't read the intended target. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On for the field goal now. Here's Brandon McManus. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Got all of it, but no good. He needed a touch more to clear that crossbar. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
That fooled me. He had it on line. That wasn't the issue. Just didn't have the leg he needed. And the ball goes the wrong way as he's denied by the crossbar.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. He'll throw it. That's into the hands of Moore. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Justin Hopkins is going to try this Browns field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. On the return, here comes Reed. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Jacobs running behind center. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hit him.
Offense in the hurry up here. Here's 2nd and 11. Getting out to his left. He's keeping it. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he's tackled for a short gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Trouble, 38. Watch out now. 50 series. Check, huh?
Love throwing on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Working quickly here.
Ready.
1st down throw. Here's Love. Fights off the pressure. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And now they face 2nd down.
Down.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers. creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
Watson with the catch.
Let's go. Start.
And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Ready.
Loves to throw again. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
I'm set. 9, I'm going.
Play action, it's Watson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He got 3 on the run. That's going to bring up 4th and 4.
It's 4th down.
You're set. 9, I'm going.
Watson to throw it. Able to get it to Moore. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Let's go now.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Offense up to the line fast. Play fake, it's Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Set, hut. Hey, blue. Striker, 3, strike 2. Set.
3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Ready.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Here we go. Huge, yellow. Black ultra.
Here's Love to throw. Flush down out to his left. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. So march it forward after they accept the penalty.
Okay, right?
A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there. Takes the handoff, now Love. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And now it's second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Come on, stay.
Love now. Gets this one to Watson. This is ahead for about 5. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. And that's going to bring up a tough decision here for them on fourth down. For the second time today, they're going to run the kick team out for the field goal. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. The kick by Folk is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
Here in the third quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. And look at this return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. A give to Chubb, running left. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop. They don't get anything on first, and now they face 2nd and 15. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Browns ball, working to carry this lead through to the end. Offense to the line for second down. Chubb on the give, headed left. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Got him 5 yards back, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And the Packers at a 5th DB out there for this 3rd down play. Watson now. It's complete to Ford.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
On 4th down, here's Watson. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's a counter give to Chubb. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns go up by 2 scores, 13 13 points in the fourth. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle can mean a touchdown.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. On the return, here comes Reed. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the pistol, here's Love. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. Offense in the hurry up here. Love on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Get ready.
Love out of the shotgun. That one's complete, right side.
Hurry, hurry.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He beams one deep right side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
2nd and 10, Love trying again. Finds a seam down the middle. And he stopped at the 31-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Thrown on 1st down, Love. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Looking for the end zone and a deep shot.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. They could bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
Down. Check.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Right. Ready.
Desperation time here on 4th. Taken in by Dobbs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
37. Let's go now.
Shotgun now for Love. Quick slant complete. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he gets in, touchdown! The Packers now within one score in the fourth. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. So with less than a minute and a half to play, they must recover this onside effort. And that kick fails. The Browns able to recover. Needed to try it. We all get it, but didn't work. Still now have those 3 timeouts to fall back on.
They did need to try it, but I think there is a school of thought of, hey, also kick it deep with those 3 timeouts. So now your defense can't give up a yard. Right now, you've really burdened your defense to get a quick stop, a quick stop, a quick stop, and make sure they do not give up any yardage to this opposing offense.
Let's go defense. The Packers take their first timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Attack! Out!
They run it from the gun with Chubb. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
You're set! Open 4! Down, go!
Here he is to throw. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted! And the Packers have some new life in the fourth. Third down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a first down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
Ready.
Back to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go. Red, yellow. Green, jack. Ready?
He'll look to throw it. Try and push it deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Red. Get, mega. Steel, black. Set.
Here he is to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
Second down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. Here's Chubb on second down. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
So the Browns come away with the win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.